All right, here's a quick sample video of just me solving one of our problems with with variables on both sides of the equal sign. Quick reminder, last time when we had our class together, we took those notes. I have these notes posted in Canvas. Please, please, please save these notes towards your photo roll, save them into your files, have access to these notes so you get an idea about how to keep working with these more intense algebra problems. So we're going to go through these three steps, step 1, step 2, and step 3 with our next problem, and then I'm going to solve it live and just kind of keep referencing both of those steps. So here's our problem. I would read it as 9 times w plus 3 is equal to 4 times w minus 9. And our first step right there, after we split our equal sign line in half, and let's see if we can get it right in the middle. There it is. Decide which side is your variable side and which side is your constant side. Again, variables are unknown numbers, constants are our actual numbers. When I'm looking at these, I have 9 variables there, and I have 4 variables over here, and I have 3 constants there and negative 9 constants there. So if I'm thinking about which side is the variable side, you can't make a wrong decision, but I'm going to decide to make left side variable side, because I have more variables on that side than on the other. And if that's variable side, then the right side becomes constant side. So now I'm done with step 1. I decided what's what. Next, I'm going to cancel out things that don't belong. So on my variable side, I want to eliminate the constants. On my constant side, I want to eliminate the variables. So as I'm doing that, I want to start thinking mathematically about how to do so. So from my variable side, I'm going to eliminate constants, and that means these need to go, this plus 3. I need to have it mathematically gone, take it away from the variable side. In order to do so, I'm going to be subtracting 3. This is where my opposite operations comes in, and that's going to allow me to cancel out the constants that are there. Golden rule of algebra says I'm going to be subtracting 3 from the other side as well, and then rewriting my equation with what's left over. 9w is equal to 4w minus 12. Why minus 12? Because if I was rewriting this, I'd be at 4w plus negative 9. And if I am subtracting 3 from negative 9 minus 3 is the same as negative 9 plus negative 3, negative 12. So now that I'm here, I've done part of step 2. Step 2, cancel out the constants from the variable side, but I also need to cancel the variables from the constant side. So if I'm doing that, the next thing I'm looking at is this right side of the equal sign and getting rid of the variables. So if I'm getting rid of the variables, I want them totally gone, eliminated, canceled. So if there is 0 variables left over there, that means I'm going to be subtracting 4w, eliminating them completely, making them equal to 0. If I'm subtracting 4w from that side, I have to do the same thing to the left side. And now I'm left with 9 minus 4w, that equals 5w. 5w, after the w's are gone from the right side, is equal to negative 12. And now I have a one-step equation that I am now solving for w. And this brings us to step 3. Use your OOI skills to isolate and solve for the variable. If I'm at 5 times w, then I need to cancel out the 5, leaving just the w. I'm going to do that by dividing by 5. Why divide? Because it is the opposite operation. The first part was reading 5 times w, and so in order to cancel out that times 5, I'm going to divide by 5. Golden rule says do it to both sides. And now I'm left with w equals negative 12 divided by negative 5, or another way to say that, w equals 12 over 5. I cannot simplify this answer. 12 is divisible by 6, it's divisible by 2, it's divisible by 3, it's divisible by 4. None of those numbers are divisible out of 5, so I can't reduce this ratio any longer. If I wanted to, I could convert to a decimal though, and I could say, I could look at 5 going into 12, how many times? Well, that's 2 times, and then that leaves 2/5 left behind because I can fit 5 in twice, and then that makes 10/5. 2/5 is the same as 2 divided by 5. 2 divided by 5 equals 0.4. 5 can't fit into 2, so I put a decimal 0, 5 fits into 20, 4 times 20, no remainder. 0.4 be my answer. This is another way to write that exact same answer, 2.4 or 12/5. There's our full work with steps 1, 2, and 3. I decided the variable side and the constant side. I canceled out constants from the variable side, canceled out variables from the constant side, and then I used OOI to isolate and solve for my variable at the very end.